Hi and welcome. Kat from Sacred Soul Rising. I had a question asked today about how long does the journey take? To answer this question, or not even to answer this question, but to give you a deeper understanding and to give you the tools on how you shift through and choose the higher timeline, I need to take you back to when you first met your divine masculine, your divine counterpart, i.e. another incarnation of you. When you first connected, and what I want to state here, you may not have met in the physical. I know sometimes I hear people telling me, well, we never met in the physical, so somebody has said that we cannot be twin flames. I want you to know that this is not correct. This connection goes way beyond physical, goes way beyond the body. This is a soul connection. And I want you to take you back to that first time you connected. I want you to take you back to those first few days, those first few weeks. When you connected, when you heard the voice of your twin flame, when you looked into the eyes of your twin flame, when you connected, be it by email, be it by text, by video call, in person, when you connected, you saw something in those eyes. You felt something so deep within you. That voice vibrated at a certain frequency that activated you. That touch was a touch like no other. Why is that? Because what you saw, what you felt, what you sensed was your own God essence. You see, this journey is way beyond physical form. This journey is divine and source. Your twin flame is actually you. You at every single level. And when you connect in with the eyes, you connect with the touch, you connect with the sound, it activates you. It activates the God essence within you. You see your own God essence. You see something and feel something that you have never felt before. Why? Because it is your essence. You see, we're led to believe that God is a person and God is separate to us. But actually, God is simply a vibration and an essence. God is love. God lives in everything, from the oceans to the mountains, to the bees, to the animals, to you, to me. But your twin flame is exactly the same God essence, the same soul frequency, the same soul signature. It is the exact same vibration. So when you hear that voice, it vibrates at the same frequency as you. When you have that touch or that connection, your chakras are aligning in perfect vibration. When you look into the eyes of your twin flame, you see your own God essence. Now, how long does the journey take? Well, we know when soul recognition happens, when the soul recognizes itself and sees and feels that same vibration, the energy then becomes that polarity. And at that point, the energy peaks and divine masculine feels so overwhelmed. And you start to feel that loss at a very deep soul level. And at that point, you start to chase. At that point, they start to run. Why? Because this energy is energetic. Nothing is coming from the mind and ego. What you feel, what you see is at a soul vibrational level. It is your own consciousness. And the loss that you feel, you now have to find that God essence within you without it being that mirror back to you. And that's why that's why often everything starts to crumble. That's why things start to fall away. And often divine feminines will come and work with me on a one-on-one and go, Kat, but you don't understand. I don't understand how all these things took place. It is only when you have traveled the path and you are starting to shift into that higher state of consciousness, and you start to reclaim your own light, and you start to realize that your own God essence was never separate from you. It is always living in you, and it is always about you aligning with that. The reason why that Kundalini is so activated on this journey, Divine Feminine, is so you can come into alignment. So you can wake up every morning and live where you want to live, that lights your soul up. That you get up every day and you go, I am in service. I am helping the world. And I feel so much joy and gratitude to be able to do what I do, to be in service, to live where I live, to feel what I feel, to see what I see. You see, while ever you're in those lower vibrations, this journey, you are choosing the lower timeline. And so how long does this journey take? Well, that depends on you, Divine Feminine. That depends on when you decide that it is time for you to align with your own God essence, to reclaim your power and reclaim your light. What keeps people stuck and in pain and so long on this journey is believing that they have been left, believing that that person is the answer to every bit of their happiness, when really what they are going through and what you are going through, Divine Feminine, is an awakening. An awakening is when you reclaim back all the lost parts of yourself, where you realize that you are not separate from anything and that you are actually the creator frequency. You know, I often tell this story. I normally talk about it in Awaken to Consciousness. But when I was birthing my daughter, I was very much in God essence frequency. I was very much in a goddess frequency. It was beautiful. It was at home. It was a home birth. I had a beautiful midwife and doula around me. And I was very much in that beautiful goddess frequency. And during my birth, I met what I believed at the time was God. What I believed was heaven. But now I realize it was the universe and it was my own reflection. And I was told that I am the creator. And I'll be honest with you, at the time, I was like, how dare you? I'm in the middle of birthing. And you're coming to me, God, and saying, I am the creator. And what was then told to me is, I am the creator, but you are the creator. And at the time, I never really truly understood it. But now, that is one of the most powerful messages I have ever received. And I'm passing that message on to you today, Divine Feminine. I know that you just want those easy answers of those psychic readings of when, how, when is he coming back? How is he coming back, or she? And what will they say? Will we be together forever? But that is attachment. That is not the truth of this journey. That is what the mind and ego needs, for sure. And there's plenty of things out there will keep you looping, keep you in pain, keep you looping, keep you in pain. But that's not the truth of the journey. Divine Feminine, you are catapulted onto this journey so you can reclaim your light, so you can reclaim your God essence, to know that there is not a creator out there deciding whether you have a good or bad experience. You are your own creator. You are consciousness. You are your own God essence, and you are your twin flame. And only when you start to shift into that frequency can you shift into that magnetic frequency, that higher state of frequency. And that is the frequency that brings Divine Masculine back in on. It is not in the frequency of being patient, of waiting, of loving, of needing, of wanting validation, of feeling abandoned, feeling the victim. That is not the journey. It would be so much easier for me to just sit here doing readings all day. But that would keep you in looping energy. This journey is way beyond just meeting your twin flame. They activated you. They gave you the gift, and you will say to me right now, Kat, it was not a gift. But when you start to shift on this journey, and when you start to shift into your creator energy, when you start to realize that actually you are now able to bring in, to magnetize anything that you want, because you are now in a higher state of frequency. You are now in that creator frequency. And in that frequency, your whole life starts to catapult. Your whole life starts to change. And you are here as that beautiful Divine Feminine, standing in your light, standing in your power. You are here to help the whole universe raise in frequency. This journey did not happen by mistake. This journey was not happening to you. It was happening for you. And when you start to release, let go of Divine Masculine and stand on your own mountain. Know that you are that beautiful eagle and you can create anything that you want. But you have to shift in frequency, and that is when this journey changes. Divine Masculine cannot come forward when you are in separation consciousness. They come in on a frequency of unity consciousness. And that frequency is not something you can think. This is not saying mantras and saying, well, I think it's sort of there most of the time. Nope. This is a frequency when you know your light, you know your power, and you've shifted into that beautiful frequency of knowing that you are creating in every single moment. I know this is a very deep one today, but this is the truth of the journey. I send you so much love. If you need more help and support on your journey to really shift, to really take hold of this journey and to see the truth of it, then my website is there. All the information is on there. I send you so much love.